Russ wasn't the kind of dog that stood out in a crowded shelter full of barking, jumping dogs. While the others scrambled for attention, he just sat there, silent, motionless, staring straight ahead. No whining, no desperate pleas. Just waiting. And maybe that was exactly why Kayla stopped. She had walked plenty of dogs before, probably dozens, but there was something about Russ. Something that made her pause. Something she couldn't quite shake. Good boy. Wow. Then she read his chart. Russ had been picked up as a stray, severely underweight, with patches of missing fur on his ears and tail, and sick with kennel cough. But the worst part? His time was almost up. The shelter was overcrowded, and 15 dogs were scheduled for euthanasia that week. Russ was on that list. Without hesitation, she grabbed a leash and took him outside. He didn't pull, didn't bark, didn't panic. He simply walked beside her, as if they had always belonged together. That was the moment. Kayla knew she couldn't leave him behind. The next day, as soon as she finished her classes, she drove straight back to the shelter. This time, she put Russ in the passenger seat and took him home for good. While most dogs get anxious in a car, Russ just sat there, gazing out the window, as if he already knew where he was going. The adoption paperwork came later, but Kayla had already made up her mind. Russ was hers. At home, he didn't run around sniffing every corner or exploring his new surroundings. Instead, he found a spot next to Kayla, curled up, and let out a deep, contented sigh. It was his first night in a real home. Over the next few days, he started coming back to life. His appetite returned, his tail wagged more often, and his eyes regained their spark. But one thing never changed. Russ refused to leave Kayla's side. If she stood up, he followed. If she sat down, he curled up beside her. It was as if he needed to be near her at all times, as if he wanted to make sure she was real and wouldn't disappear. And then, there was the photo. One night, while Kayla was working on her laptop, Russ ignored the cozy bed she had bought for him. Instead, he climbed into her chair and pressed himself right against her. Amused, her friend snapped a picture. Within days, the image spread everywhere. People saw in Russ what Kayla had known from the beginning. He wasn't just looking for a home. He was searching for his person. Now he's making up for lost time. Every nap, every cuddle, every wag of his tail is his way of saying, "Thank you." And he truly means it.